Alright, I'm on hole number 6 of the Skyline Cup tournament. I'm in Tuesday's qualifying round of the rookie division, hole number 6. Alright, I love this hole. This is a great, awesome shot right here for Albie. And the deal is you have to take this one shot at a time. So, one shot at a time. And this is another, if you've been watching all of my videos for this qualifying round, one of the things is that this tournament right here is like when you get to Tour 5. Tour 5 is a great place to practice holes that are like this, where you got to know how to use curl, because your goal is to get somewhere between this line and this line. You don't have to get all the way to the end. I mean, if you do, fine. So anywhere down into this zone is an awesome place to be. But in order to get, grab my pen. In order to get down into this zone from this tee box, if you drew a line to the closest spot, you've got to maneuver around this. And so you've got to start off from out here and you got to bring your ball around. So what you're going to do is you're going to line yourself up. So you're out in this area and your ball guide's pretty much going like this. And you put on all the side spin, everything you can do. You can't get any farther around the corner. You can't do anything. You've maneuvered as much as you can possibly maneuver. The only thing you have left in your bag is curl. And so you have to make a blind curl shot on this. So what I recommend is always be if you're using curl, try and always be 3 rings off, no less than 2.5 rings off of any transitional surface. So when you come down here into this zone right here and you're trying to curl around the bend, whatever club you have, it only takes about 2 topspin to get around this bend and to get the distance that you're looking for. So even if you've got like a level 5 quarterback and you've only got 2 topspin, you can still get around this corner. And so what you're going to do is whenever you use a quarterback, I'm sorry, but kingmakers and quarterbacks go hand in hand when you're playing in tournaments. You can use a Marlin all day long and be very successful in one-on-one play, but in tournaments when you're really trying to play for score, you're not really playing against the other person, you're really trying to play for score, you got to bring out the good stuff. So if you use a kingmaker here and your red line somewhere up in this area to get around this corner, your ball guide's going to be taking you out here. So you've got to use curl. So the first time you come out here, be 3 rings off of this transitional surface with your ball guide going out here, as much curl as you possibly can, and put on maximum curl and see what happens. And what'll happen is that as this curl engages here and you make this arc that comes around, your landing zone right here, let's zoom in a little bit more, your landing zone right here for that first bounce, your second bounce is going like right there right now, or it's actually probably going more in this range right here. And so when you put that curl on it, so it's going out like this, when you put that curl on it, this line where the transition for the rough runs like this on that. And so when you're on your arc, you've got a very little amount that you can apply. You'll see a lot of people come to this hole that when they're trying to get this shot, they clip the rough down here because they started very close and they didn't give themselves enough room. If you pull out here about 3 rings, you can really apply curl. Okay, instead of just trying to do like a quarter of a ball, you can really apply some curl, like half curl or max curl. Maybe if you pulled it out here and you were 4 rings off and your ball guide's going like that, and with your club you put on max curl, that's predictable. It ends up going right down the chute, then that's the shot you take every time. You got to practice these shots with your clubs to see what's the angle, what's the shot. So I'm going to definitely want to take my accurate bag on this hole. Accurate. And the only 2 clubs I'm going to need is that quarterback and that sniper. And we're going to go for albatross right here. Every single hole in this tournament, there is an opportunity to pick a shot up. But the deal is that you don't worry about trying to pick a shot up. Right now, if you aren't consistently in the top 20, then right now your goal is to just get on the green so you can make a putt. Treat these holes like these par 3s. You can try and get close, but don't take any risks. Just get on the green, take a putt, go to the next hole. I mean, you can watch every tournament, whatever the minimum score is that you can achieve, like the minimum goal. So like I think in this tournament it looks like its minimum goal is 12. So you want to shoot a minus 12 every time, every 9 holes. And so if you're not consistently shooting a minus 12, don't worry about trying to pick those shots up. Go out there and just try and be consistent and play that consistent round. Ooh, nice shot. He got very lucky. It rolled down into the fairway right there. All right, max, and I only need a couple. Maybe at least 3 rings off. And back just a little. It's a layup shot. And there's max curl. There's about half. And I hit it great to the left. If you're going to hit it in this spot, great to the left is bad. But with a quarterback, great to the left is not detrimental. Like if you were with an extra mile right there and you hit great to the left, you're definitely not going to end up in the fairway. And our opponent got super lucky. Now, I am a huge Guardian fan, but this is not a hole for a Guardian. If you got a level 6 Guardian, you got a level 5, 7, 8 Sniper. And a Sniper would be a much better club because it has better ball guide. That's the whole deal right here. This is an albatross shot. I mean, this is a pretty clean albatross shot. And so, pretty straightforward. If you can hit it perfect and make the right wind adjustment, it's straight at it. Okay, we got the whole pad here to work with. I'm going to be my blue ring off. And I want to go right at it. And it's 1 per ring, and we got a perfect 2-ring pool. Going for Albie. Hit it great to the right. Arrgh. Great to the right. That's what great to the right looks like. I like the distance though. I play those holes like that right there. I don't normally write those numbers down. And I play that hole pretty organic because the deal is that there is a little bit of variance. The whole goal is that if you can get down halfway or further down into that hole and get at least half of that pad. But if you can get beyond the halfway point, then you're starting to get where you got the whole, if you got a Kingmaker, you'll have most of the pad to work with, if not all of it. And so you can really tighten it up and get where you can really go right at that hole. Just going into these holes with a game plan. I see a lot of people when they come when we're playing in the tournament, and if you're watching my opponents, a lot of my opponents are, they're like searching around like, where am I going to go? Instead of like coming to the hole and going, hey, I already know where I'm going to go. I already went to Golf Clash Notebook. I already looked at the thing. Okay, I got it in my mind exactly what I'm going to do. I went and picked my clubs. I know on this first shot this is what I'm going to do. And have a game plan on it. So none of these holes are a surprise. All right, that was hole number 6 of the Skyline Cup tournament and Tuesday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.